the matter with her like a Christian, like a husband, like a father, like a patriot, like a man. My mother answered everything only like a woman, which was a little hard upon her, for as she could not assume and fight it out behind such a variety of characters, 'twas no fair match, 'twas 7-1. What could my mother do? She had the advantage, otherwise she had been certainly overpowered, of a small reinforcement of chagrin personal at the bottom which bore her up, and enabled her to dispute the affair with my father with so equal an advantage, that both sides sung Te Deum. In a word, my mother was to have the old woman, and the operator was to have licence to drink a bottle of wine with my father and my uncle Toby Shandy in the back parlour, for which he was to be paid 5 guineas. I must beg leave, before I finish this chapter, to enter a caveat in the breast of my fair reader, and it is this: not to take it absolutely for granted, from an unguarded word or two which I have dropped in it, that I am a married man. I own the tender appellation of my dear Jenny, with some other strokes of conjugal knowledge, interspersed here and there, might, naturally enough, have misled the most candid judge in the world into such a determination against me. All I plead for in this case, madam, is strict justice, and that you do so much of it, to me as well as to yourself, as not to prejudge, or receive such an impression of me till you had better evidence than I am positive at present can be produced against me. Not that I can be so vain or unreasonable, madam, as to desire you should therefore think that my dear Jenny is my kept mistress. No, that would be flattering my character in the other extreme, and giving it an air of freedom which perhaps it has no kind of right to. All I contend for is the utter impossibility for some volumes that you, or the most penetrating spirit upon earth, should know how this matter really stands. It is not impossible, but that my dear Jenny, tender as the appellation is, may be my child. Consider, I was born in the year 18. Nor is there anything unnatural or extravagant in this supposition that my dear Jenny may be my friend. Friend? My friend? Surely, madam, as friendship between the two sexes may subsist, and be supported without— Fie, Mrs. Shandy! Without anything, madam, but that tender and delicious sentiment which ever mixes in friendship where there is a difference of sex. Let me entreat you to study the pure and sentimental parts of the best French romances. It will really, madam, astonish you to see with what a variety of chaste expressions this delicious sentiment which I have the honour to speak of is dressed out. Chapter 18